Hi guys, my name is Balka and today I want to bring you sort of a brief showcase guide of this build. What you're seeing right now is me dying to a fucking random mob. Anyway, this map has a less resistance, so I'm gonna die like 2-3 times. So guys, what you're seeing is Exsanguinate, Poison, Pathfinder, Original Sin, and I did I say Magifine? Yeah, it's a Magifine character. It's designed to kill mobs really fast, proliferate the poisons, strong poisons, because we use low tolerance. More into that a little later. This build relies on obviously Exsanguinate. It shoots tendrils that you can see that those flashy thingies. They have a lot of range, right? They have a lot of range. It's like a less scuff arc with better damage and way more chaining. I don't know if the chain potential, but you can pick 45 chain range, which is massive. Right, you can hit I think 2 screens away sometimes. I have getting like stuff off screen, way off screen, just because of the chains. So for Magic Find, I picked the Poison variant because Poison is usually easy to scale, at least to start with, and that's why it's mostly used in racing and bossing stuff in the beginning. You don't need much investment. In this case, this is quite an investment because I was late in the league, wanted to try stuff. So Original Sin. We're using Original Sin because we are converting the physical damage of Exsanguinate, or first of all scaling the levels. Levels is one of the best way to play a Magic Find if you guys haven't done it before. For example, Corrupting Fever, another dot build uses levels to scale the damage. You can do this with different kind of spells depending on the scaling. Basically, you have to see it on PADB and stuff. So yeah, we scale the levels, we get a lot of base damage. When we convert the damage to gold, we use Hatred to scale that gold damage to get Fist as extra gold. We convert 100% of the physical to gold, and then we convert 50% of that to fire. We get gold as extra fire, and then we use Original Sin to get all the elemental damage to convert to chaos. Why are we doing that? Well, first of all, we're using a Headhunter. This is a Headhunter build with Magic Find. Magic Find always use Headhunter. You can use this build without a hunter 100%. You just have to drop a little bit, like not with Original Sin, right? Because that's kind of pointless. But I did run this build without Original Sin in the beginning, and it was working perfectly. I wanted to see this. This gave me more damage, a little less Magic Find numbers, but doesn't really matter. This is a 71% quantity build and 600 rarity. You can get to 86 quantity if you want, if you use Grid's Embrace. You will drop some damage here and there, but yeah. So guys, this is the showcase. I actually recorded a 20-minute video without my mic, so what you've seen is a video I recorded talking to myself. It's very fun. Anyway, let's go to the gear section. We have this scepter. It's not really hard to craft if you wanna do it. Just get you get the base, 4 resonator. It's a 4 trade average. You need to use tutoring, corroborated, metallic, and etheric. And then you use a canonical caster. You remove all the prefixes and the suffixes. Then you multi-mod, prefix cannot be changed. You cannot roll attacks, so your only physical mod that's not an attack is +1 to fist. And then this thing has increased physical damage, which doesn't do anything here. I did a prefix cannot be changed. Then you slam a Crusader Orb to make it Crusader, right? And Reforge Fist. And this Reforge Fist gives you Fist as extra gold. That's very important to reach the 100% conversion. Now, I used a Bailey cost before for a chance to get spell damage or chaos damage rather, or spell damage and non-chaos as extra chaos, which works in the conversions. But I just got physical damage and chance to blind. Chance to blind is pretty neat, so I can't complain about that. So yeah, that's the scepter. This is your magic helmet from MF. It's very common, very normal. I don't know why I'm using this because basically I wanted this was almost crafted, so I just slam it. You can get an evasion base, which is gonna be 100% better. You need to chant to like make sure you have the mana to use everything. Chill is just magic, normal chill, magic helmet because of the aesthetic, corruption, effect of wither, Ventor, use Dialas. You can get a +1 Dialas the same because you make them power 1 level up. You get 1 level to the gem, so it's the same. The original sin, just a Demon's Touch, Headhunter, and shiny boots. You guys, you have to have shiny boots. So, that's mostly the gear. Let's go to the tree. We use this, sorry, the scepter, elemental overload, really good. 40% more damage, like just very solid. We crit kind of often because we get a hunter buff, we get shrines, we hit a lot of people simultaneously as our targets, so really easy to crit. Anyway, the tree. We are Pathfinder. We're using these notes here. I'm using this because just some movement speed probably is better to grab some flask effect or here, right? So apart from that, it's just I think this tree is kind of a standard in a way. Fist conversion, flash effect, flux duration. We reach like I don't know a lot of flash effect. So divination distillate give let's see 53. Okay. Come on, bro. It's 53 to 71. How much is that? 53. It's almost like 18%. So it's around 6. We have 50% flash effect for unique flask, and I think I have like 80% something for non unique flask. Anyway, Pathfinder is really good for that. I like to have high uptime on my flask, even when I'm not killing mobs, which is very important. And yeah, and the proliferation, one of the most important notes on mainly the reason you're playing Pathfinder. So for the gems, we squares for the flesh to cap some spell suppression. If you don't really are into capping your spell suppression, you just wanna gem, you can get the tailwind once you go faster. You're more stummy. You're gonna die more because yeah, spell suppression is very mandatory, especially against harbingers and delirious stuff. So balance of terror, corrupting blood. We use this supply wither. Honestly, I think I can change this for the 40% elemental damage. Sorry, 40% fizz as extra random element because that any element gets converted to chaos damage because of the original sin. But if it hits cold, then it gets boosted by hatred as well. So that's a huge amount of damage. Use Treadle Hub here to grab some mana reservation, some life and kill. Dot multi. I thought from this in this because I'm blind. I'm 40% blind on 20%. Like it's pretty strong, honestly. Yeah, we use element hubris with supreme ostentation with any attributes, rarity, and rarity. What else we have here? Yeah, chance to poison, some generic aura effect, and reservation. We used to Dark Closer with Unspeakable Gift. It's a very strong. It's very strong, honestly. It's 10% chance to explode. Then you stack 2, like I have 2 here. 20% to deal at 25% of their life as extra as chaos damage. That's a lot. We have we improved the chaos damage by some increase and here and there. So this is also very important for the proliferation because if enemy explode, it has a chance to poison. It has a chance to poison. It's not 100% because it's not a spell. It's secondary damage. So it gets boosted by these nodes, for example. I think we have another one here. I don't pick obviously so far. Then you have the Divergent Herald of Agony. 40%. So yeah, you can get to 100% if you really want to. So every explosion will apply poison, which is honestly very strong because explode on a scale of mob damage. So It's a huge base damage. So anyway, we explode. Then this explosion can apply poison. Also, the explosion deals a lot of damage. So usually packs just explode and die, and then they get dealt a lot of overkill damage with hell fast, right? So you get this like massive explosions like of mobs, right? And since Exsanguinate chains a lot and has a huge chain range, you ended up killing a lot of like mobs around the map. It's very cool, honestly. Um, we have Unholy Might, 100% uptime with this one, so more base damage to the poison. We always get like high crit because hunter buffs and shrines and stuff. So yeah, we're spell suppression cap. We have some our defense are basically 11,000 evasion. It's not the best, but yeah, we're evasion cap. Sorry, best suppression cap. I'm just too lazy to grab this point. Like honestly, 96 is whatever we have facing. Resistance are not that. This is not really good, but I use this. So this is always up. So yeah, that's kind of whatever. So yeah, guys, that's mostly the tree. That was the gameplay. And what else I can show you? For the links, yeah, we use the chain, right? Chain is very important because we use this also. We have 40%, 45% chain range. It's huge, guys. Elemental focus is just very strong because it applies to any element, right? So if we get a headhunter buff that gives Fist as extra fire, this boosts us that. This also boosts that. If you get conversion to fire, this boost that fire damage. This boost the fire damage. I'm not really sure if it boosts every conversion. I think it does. I'm not gonna say 100% it does, but basically, since everything is converted to chaos anyway, we don't care about elemental reflect, physical reflect, any mod. We can do any mod with this build. It's very comfortable. We use call to fire as well here. I think I explained it in the beginning or in the other video because it is the second video I'm doing. So guys, forgive me if I repeat myself. Damn, the dog. Alright, so this is pretty neat because with Dialas you get 150% increased damage. It's very solid. It has these diminishing returns because we use low tolerance. Whoa, I just missed this point. I think low tolerance is very important and is the main sellout of the build. We try to scale Exsanguinate levels like to a very big numbers to get that huge base damage. Then we scale that huge base damage and then we play a huge poison with a lot of low tolerance, right? 300%. We have 300%, 300%, 300%. So the idea is to get that first poison, like destroy the mobs, periphery the poison, periphery make everything explode. They explode apply poison, they explode also play Hero of Ash because it's a lot of damage. So it's a Hero of Ash also can make enemies explode, and then the explosion can play poison. So blah blah. So yeah, you get the point. This is just about being fast and clear. The build itself also is really fast, I would say. We just run like this. You can activate within a step. I can show you. I also worry about the speed of the build. So I'm gonna show you here like the speed and the gameplay in general again. Like we just run like this. I consider that very fast. This is without shrines or whatever. So we go here. We just hit once and then it kill everything, right? And the range is what is really cool. You see, right? Also the effects, they're very cool. So yeah, guys, I think that's mostly it. If you guys have any question regarding the build, suggestions to make it better, maybe I got something wrong, you wanna tell me. Appreciate you guys listening to this point. My accent is not the best. Sorry, not my pronunciation is really bad sometimes. I hope you guys understood everything. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you like this, let me know as well. I can make more videos. So yeah, I'm gonna give you some suggestions if you wanna make this build more cheap and also work, right? That's very important. I'm not gonna make this build cheap and deal like miserable damage. Before using Origin Sin, I was using even the Grid Embrace, right? This is a really good one, but like Dialas give so much damage compared to this. but I was using just obliteration. You can use obliterations because everything, like everything is about explode. So that's the most important part of the build. It's a mapping build. I was using up you can use 2 of these or 1. You don't have to use the ascetic. You will use a little quantity. You can use a regular quantity amulet, like Great Ace of the Great Wolf. That gives a roughly 20% if you get a good one, and you can get some stats that you need or want. And then you can use a magical, a rare helmet and rare shield, or you can use 2 of these, and then you can drop. I think you can do the 40% master in the 3. Anyway, you can use this. You can use 2 of these, for example, or 2 obliteration if that's what you want. You had 60% chance to explode. You can use the Asana to have more explodey. Also, let's see. Let's see. What else? You can use this variation of the Tripanon. Basically 100% crit. This is very like cheap, whatever, right? But if you combine that with this perfect agony, then you are looking like a 200 dot multi for free. Not for free, but it takes a lot. But basically a lot of dot multi. Like I made some POVs here. Let me see. This is a POV, just a template of using this, right? I had 100% crit. Just using Diela's, Sandstorm, Red Mallet. Yeah, there's just some clusters, mediums, the same I'm using right now. Just reservation stuff. Yeah, Purity, Arrogance, whatever. This is just some auras I'm using right now. This is a 6 link without Rarity support, right? Without Chain as well. Chain is very mandatory, so we can just kill one of these and you get 1.6 million. And then you guys, you can do anything here. You can use quantity, globes, or more damage globes. I don't know which one will give you more damage, but yeah. You guys can see you have 438 crit multi. Then this applies to the poison at half of the ratio, so it's really good. This is basically a very similar tree. This is not the original Sin version, so you have a plenty damage there. This is the version with original Sin. Okay, sorry. I just can't find this right now. Okay, here. So this version has 1 million DPS. This is only the first poison, right? You remove this here. You cut the damage only to 250, which is very good actually. This is not using a Spell Echo. Spell Echo is probably better if you don't want to go into the stacking a big single poison that proliferates and stuff. This is a mapping build, so we don't really worry about stacking too much poison and whatever. You can drop this to 5 if you want. The damage is gonna go to 500. Let's say 8 or 11, which is very standard. But yeah, since we attack really fast, we can stack the Wither on the rares, which is the most important part. So yeah, I want to post this POV. Honestly, don't take much of it. I just did the first POV to test the damage and availability. This one is just to throw it to you guys, and then you can use it as you wish. I'm using Plague Bear in this build. Honestly, this is completely unnecessary. If you want to press buttons, you can press Plague. You can use Plague Bear, but this, Plague Bear is really good with Blade Vortex and stuff, or more melee builds that poison. But we don't need this. You can use whatever here for slots. You can level gems. You can use Cast on Death Portal or whatever. So yeah, guys. Thank you again for watching. Thank you if you extended your view here. Yeah. Let me know if you like the video. I said this before. It was a little improvised. So yeah. Thank you guys. Have a great day. See you around.